The collector roll is still quite possibly the best way to make money in Red Dead Online, but is it how Rockstar envisioned it? Well, they've already made changes to it once, and they hinted towards more possibly to come. Stick around for our thoughts and the possibilities for the collector roll. Howdy Cowpoke, AustinBMX155 and thanks for checking out today's channel. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel if you like tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Smash that subscribe button right down there. Today we're talking about the collector roll. One of the 3 Frontier Pursuits update rolls that came out in September. We were hinted towards it for months and months, and actually the collector roll, if I remember right, was the one everyone was not quite keen on. Right, when the rolls were announced, everyone was like, whoa, bounty hunter roll, that's going to be so much fun, we're going to do so much stuff in that roll. Kinda didn't really live up to expectations in my own opinion. It could be different between yours. The trader roll, though, everyone was pretty excited about that, you know, grinding, making money, letting crypts build stuff for you, doing deliveries, and making some easy money. The collector roll was kind of on the side. Everyone was like, I don't want to go around and find collectibles and just do all that stuff, but it turned out to be some pretty good money in Red Dead Online. When the collector roll first came out, you had the ability to go around the map and find all these collectibles by using collector maps, and those are still actually available in the game. When it first came out, we bought maps, we opened a map, we went to that yellow spot and found that collection. Now, we did start to figure out that there's a pattern here. We also started to figure out that, hey, we could open a map, we can mark those spots, then we could open another map, we can mark those spots. We could do it quite a few times and have 12 spots that we can go figure out where stuff was at any given time, because I think about 12 markers is about all you can put on the map at one time. We did that quite a lot for a couple weeks with the collector roll, making thousands of dollars over those weeks, hundreds of dollars a day doing that for sure with the posse. Even came to the point where we'd be like, okay, we got all these collectibles that we know are over in this area, and we just ride around to find those collectibles with our metal detectors out, and the posse would just be like, hey, I got something, hey, I got something, hey, I got something, and we would just find collectible after collectible, and it was a pretty great time, and I think Rockstar enjoyed us doing that. And then along came the God map. If you guys don't know what this is, what we're talking about, it's the Jean Robke collector map. I have it linked down in the description right now, so make sure you guys check it out if you don't know about it, because it does still work fantastically, and we'll talk about how it's changed over the last few months. As we stated, there was sort of a pattern that we could figure out. Well, we kind of figured out a little bit, and the great people over behind the Jean Robke map figured out the pattern a little more than us and put it all together into a big, I don't know if they did a spreadsheet first or a database. They did something to compile all that information. And we figured out that all the collectibles were on a 3-cycle rotation. You can call it 1, 2, 3, ABC, XYZ, whatever you want. But they're on a 3-cycle rotation, and then they figured out which rotations for which day. So it was pretty predictable. Rockstar probably didn't expect that to happen. So we knew that on Monday, all the collectibles were at these locations. On Tuesday, at these locations. Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. It was pretty dang easy. You could go around and grind every single collectible every single day if you wanted to, and make tens of thousands of dollars every single week. Now, I know Rockstar knows about this map. I know they're looking to change the stuff, because they did actually change the stuff a few months later. So we all know the collector roll came out in September. 15th, I believe, was the Frontier Pursuits update. I think sometime in November is when we really started getting this Jean Robke map, and it was really getting set into play, and everybody knew exactly what they were doing. Well, come December, when the Moonshiner Rule came out, Rockstar actually threw a little kink in the system. Now, they didn't change anything too drastically, but everyone thought they did, because all of a sudden, the Moonshiner Rule came out, everyone was like, where are all these collectibles? The map is broken. There's nothing where it should be. Well, Rockstar kind of took everything, they threw it all into a big, I don't know, what do they call those things for bingo, right? A bingo ball roller. Shook them all out, and they spit them all back out. And it took a while for the map to get fixed. If we look actually at the newswire for this, Rockstar actually states that in the newswire for the roll update, they state, roll improvements. Updates have been made to the collector roll collectible spawn system to make spawns less predictable. So they were pretty adamant they didn't want these collectibles to be that predictable on their locations. So it took a while to figure it out. We didn't know what happened, but we finally, well, not we, I say we as in the royal we, like the community, hence John Ropke pretty much, figured out that these collectibles have been changed to I think it's a 5 or 6 rotation, and they're not all the same rotation. So the necklaces could be on rotation A, or let's just say 1. The family heirlooms could be on rotation 2 for that day. The eggs could be on rotation 5 for that day, and so on. And then each day, those rotations kind of got jumbled up again. The map, though, that we've linked down in the description does currently work. It's all perfect. Every single day we know exactly what every rotation is on the map, and you can go around and find out those still. We actually use them quite a lot to find the weekly sets. I don't use the map too much to go grind collectibles. I mean, I have over 60,000. We don't really need much more than that right now, really. We like to just have fun in the game. But if I notice that I need one more collectible for a specific set, I might go and use that map to find it. But if you guys are looking for some definitely good money, definitely go check that out, the map down there, and grind that out. Now, how can this change in the future? I don't think Rockstar really likes that this map is out there and all the collectibles are still pretty predictable. So there's a few things they could do. Maybe when the new role comes out, which it's been hinted that it could be out pretty soon, maybe even this week, or hopefully we get some kind of notice this week of what's coming. But it's probably going to be a photographer role, which is geared towards probably an extension of the collector. So there may be some big collectible changes. Back in February 5th, Polygon interview with Rockstar states, in addition, previously introduced roles are still going to get upgrades and love from the devs. We'd love to keep adding new roles and additional variety to collector gameplay, eventually adding the next step, much in the same way the Moonshiner is the evolution of the trader. One idea we really want to explore is the idea of posse members each finding a distinctly different part of an item that will be brought together and form the collectible that you can log in your collection. So, looking just at that particular comment and paragraph of this interview, it kind of shows that Rockstar doesn't want these collectibles just to be the same for everybody and so predictable, right? They want possibly one of your friends to find one collectible and then you randomly find another piece of that. You guys can come together at Madame Nazar and get that sold. The way the collectibles work right now, everybody in the entire lobby, or in the entire world for that matter, could go to that specific spot on that specific day and pick up that exact same collectible. So looking at this comment here that they made, that really wouldn't work with that kind of scenario. Now, what could Rockstar do in the future to change all of this? Well, they could do what they did with the Moonshiner update and just, you know, shake it all up again to give us all a couple weeks of freaking out and not knowing where everything is. But we know how good the data miners work and how grindy we are. We'd probably figure out where everything is and what the rotations were. Even if it was a different rotation for every single day, we probably would still be able to figure it out. So I don't know if they're going to go that route. Looking at this comment where they want distinctly different parts of an item for different posse members, my idea that I think they might go towards is more of an actual treasure map type collectible system, which we all know there already is a treasure map collectible system in the game. It's, you know, treasure maps. When you open a treasure map, that treasure chest automatically spawns in your lobby, and technically anybody could see that. If you've got a posse and they're all trying to help you find that treasure, they can actually see that treasure chest. They don't see it glow, they can't open it, but they can see it. Now, if you go over there with that yellow spot on your map, you're able to open that and pick up the treasure. Now, we could see Rockstar implement this into the collector role, because we do have collector maps. They still want us to use them. We have daily challenges all the time to use collector maps. I think right now the collector maps are actually on sale, so they want us to use them even though they know that their collectibles are pretty predictable. So we may have to use them in the future again, which isn't too bad. It's kind of a bummer, but you know, that is possibly how they wanted the collector role to emulate finding stuff in down the road anyway, because that's kind of how they built it in the beginning. They didn't think we would be this smart and be able to make up this map and find all the stuff. So in my prediction, I think Rockstar is going to go that route. I think that to be able to find any kind of collectible on the map, you're going to have an active map open in your map. You have to go to Madame Nazar, buy a map, open that map, and for that specific time, while that yellow spot is on your map, is the only time that collectible will be noticeable for you in the free roam world. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys think this would be over the top for Rockstar, too much, they would totally ruin the collector role, or if you think it would be a good thing and be more immersive into an actual collector than instead of just, you know, look at a map and follow the trail around. I'm kind of hit and miss on both of those things. Like I stated when the collector role first came out, actually made quite a lot of money and had a lot of fun using those maps to be able to go find this stuff. So it actually made us more of a collector, which I kind of think the collector role should be there. It should be more immersive and more of actually out there hunting for stuff instead of knowing exactly where things are. It's definitely going to hurt the collector role because it's going to make it so it's not the most profitable role in the game. That might push back towards being a trader because the traders pretty easily make pretty good money consistently without doing much work. So we may see a big change in the collector role as soon as the next couple weeks when we get a new update. We don't know anything about that. It maybe even might drop tomorrow. That would be fantastic. But we haven't heard anything about it. Usually Rockstar, with the Moonshiner Rule, at least gave us a week, so we might see something this week letting us know it's coming, but man, we got to get something soon. The collector role may change. We may just get another shake-up of all the collector locations, which would be okay. We would be able to figure it out in a couple weeks, probably where everything is, and the John Ropke amazing map would still work. Or we could see a major change in how the collector world works and actually push us back to having to use those maps to find stuff, which, in my opinion, wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be too bad at all. So again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about my predictions on those, and if you would still enjoy the collector role if it got changed to that drastic of a measure, if you would just go away from it and go do some other stuff in the game. I still think it would be a fantastic way to make money. Like I said, even with the collector maps, I still made hundreds of dollars, almost thousands, grinding for a couple hours every night. So it still would be a pretty good way to make some money and make it a lot more fun to actually go out there and hunt down some stuff. Again, if we get any more information on the new roles that are coming up, or role, or any changes to the game coming up soon, we'll definitely get some information out to you guys, so make sure you guys are watching our channel. If you haven't already, make sure to join our Discord, link down in the description, for more content and just some chit chat and answer any questions you guys like. If you like this video or ever helped you out, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.